guys, it's Dr. George and
Floyd Hope.
so I've just met him tonight, but I've seen him on his podcast. You have a
I
podcast as
do.
well. So tell us a little bit about your podcast.
My podcast is the Kickback Podcast. It's we have what I want to say is like adult conversations where nobody's like wrong. We don't really disagree. All opinions is respected, and we talk about everything from relationships to now current events and stuff like that. So I kind of open it more up to like different subjects of matter.
Love that. Well, hello. I would love to say your name, but I know Floyd, can you okay, I was gonna give Floyd a chance. She says, I cannot wait to join today with my son Nathan. Hi,
What's
Nathan.
up,
This is
Nathan?
Bakula from Indiana. Oh, from the Indiana Institute. It's a pleasure to have you. And hello, Nathan. So we have two books tonight. So Floyd, tell me it is good evening, Miss Jackson. So it's the month, Christmas is close. So I'll do all this until the end of December in front of the Christmas tree. So these are my favorite. I gotta give them a
For
shout
sure.
out.
All right.
Ava, Ari, and Pop Pop, and Mr. Poncho, they're on every time. They don't miss. He fussed at me last time because I made him cry 2 weeks in a row.
What?
So I'm gonna see if Mr. Floyd does some tear jerking reading.
What?
He didn't read the books in advance either, so he's coming in without any pre-notion of the book. So I think the title, just looking at the title, one of them might give me a little tear jerker.
Okay.
I think. Hi, Dr. George. This is Genesis and Justice. Hello. Glad y'all to watch. Hi, Miss Staten. So we got Mr. Floyd Hope here. So Floyd, what did you like to read as a kid?
I did like to read, but I was like a shy reader, so I'll read like in my room and stuff like that. Now, like when I say shy reader, like in class, I'm not gonna say I was the most aggressive reader and stuff like that, but yeah, I love books, and I when we had book fairs, I was always in there. That was one of the most funnest days when we had book fairs. So
Book if you had money.
yeah.
If you had money. So, look, Pancho said, don't start with the tears. That's what he's saying. We're going to try not to start, but we're going to get started. He has his first book, My Family Loves Me. And this is really cool. The guy that sent me these books, he has a business. He's in Arkansas, and he has tons of books and puppets. I'll show you my puppet. I have one left. I've given them all out to kids. But Sophia Day is on the front of the book as the author. That is not the author of the book. He took the real author and put her in the front cover, or him in the front cover, so it wouldn't take away of who wrote the book. So you get more of out of the title. So Mr. Floyd is going to read My Family Loves Me by Miss Sophia Day. And there's little questions at the bottom. I'm going to harass them like I do all the others, but go ahead.
Okay, all right. It starts off with, it says, may your childhood be filled with adventure, your days with hope, and your learnings with wisdom. And may you continuously grow as an MVP kid, preparing to lead a responsible, meaningful life.
Now change that to adulthood and MVP adult. Let me see how that sounds.
May your adulthood be filled with adventure, your days with hope, your learning with wisdom, and may you continuously grow as an MVP adult, preparing to lead a responsible, meaningful life.
Well, I definitely needed that reminder.
It does make sense when you put it in those terms as far as adults. So
yeah.
We ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. I know my family loves me. When I'm woken with a smile, my favorite way to start the day is snuggling for a while. More than all the colors in the sunrise that we view, I love you, my cuddle bug. I love you.
It's got a little bubble on the side.
Oh, the bubble, yes. What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Shame to say, pick up my phone and go to my Bible or app.
Most of the time, I wake up and and I'm not saying that to say this, but I just wake up and just think how grateful I am. I think mindset is everything, and so I try to think positive. And now it's just like a normal thing as far as just thinking positive. So I just I'll just be so grateful and thankful for the day. And that's the first thing. And then I ain't gonna lie, I'm going immediately to the phone after that.
My Bible app on my phone. So
I'm
technically,
jumping on the phone after that.
and then if you guys have answers to those questions, put those up and we'll put them on the screen. All right.
I know my mommy loves me when she guides me through the day, helping me do all the things I'll do myself someday. My love for you is bigger than all the struggles you'll go through.
Spanish. Te amo.
Te amo, my little hero. I love you.
Yeah.
And the question box is, what are you learning to do for yourself? What things do you need help to do? Te amo is Italian for I love you.
Wow. I thought I spoke a little Spanish. Well, you know, great to see you too, Marie. I love you and thank you for that. Hi, Kimber, and hi, Marilyn. How are you? Good evening to you too. So, something I need to work on, self-love. That I have to work on self-love. And then what was the second one?
What things do you need help to do?
Love myself. Help people to remind me, you know, Belinda, love yourself. He says, I give thanks and praise and then stretch.
Stretch is good. The older you get, the more you need to stretch. I'm definitely learning that for sure.
I'm a walking Rice Krispie.
Okay, it says, I know my parents love me even when they have to leave. I may miss them, but I know they're working hard for our family. Each time they remind me that they always come back to
each dish.
Yes, my little princess, I love you. Okay, all right. Man, we learned, oh, this is German.
Oh.
It's German for I love you. And it says, what kind of work does your parents do?
My dad is retired. My mom is deceased. So she's an angel. She's very busy.
Yeah, that's a busy job right there. Yeah. My dad, he's in a trucking biz, and my mom is a librarian / teacher. Says I don't, you know.
And she's the sweetest.
I think she should be watching this though. She said she should be watching.
Yeah, she'll probably.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
I know my daddy loves me when he comes home from a trip. He shows me that he missed me by bringing me a gift. Farther than around the world or way up to the moon.
I'm turning my head.
My greatest treasure, I love you.
He was supposed to say Wu Ani, but I don't know.
Yes, Wu Ani is Chinese for I love you. And it says, what special gift has a family member given to you?
A special gift. Oh, an ornament. I have a little ornament right here with all 6 of my sisters. Well, 5 of my sisters.
Oh, yeah,
all 6 of
nice.
us with our names and personalities.
Okay. The special gift that a family member, man, I don't know if you want to give this say this a gift, but I think my dad gave me a gift, the way how he, you know, as far as how he a family, like created the family, like the stronghold and that's how I built my family off of. He set the foundation. So I think that's a great gift that he said.
That's
so
really good.
Shout out to my dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, so let's go on. It says, I know my brother loves me even when I'm mad or sad. He helps me when I feel upset and smiles when I'm glad. I'll brighten up your bad days and share your good days too.
Okay,
that's good. Little sis, I love you. And that's Hebrew for I love you.
I definitely chopped that one up.
It says, who cheers you up when you have a hard day?
Oh, Melvin, most definitely. And Elmo.
Yeah.
You can't be mad and be in the midst of Elmo.
Man, my wife and my daughter, they cheer me up when I have a bad day. So, yeah. I don't have too many bad days, but when I do, they do cheer me up. Sometimes it's just frustration. So,
Miss Kelly said hi, and then Pancho said freedom to think outside of the box and tons of love.
Yeah, for sure.
If anybody could help us with these words, please feel free.
Yeah, we're going all across the world with these words. I know my sister loves me because she takes good care of me. She wipes away each tear I cry and kisses my skinned knee. My love for you is tougher than any scrape or bruise. Yay T
Yay te
T
ba ya lo blow.
blow. Brave warrior, I love you. That is Russian for I love you. And it said, who makes you feel better when you're sick or hurt?
Oh, shout out to Melvin again. I mean, it's just me and him here. And my chickens. My chickens do.
You got chickens?
How do you not know? I have 5.
Okay.
6. I have 6.
Sick or hurt, man. My mom, she makes me feel better when I'm sick or hurt. She always got like the remedy or the what I need to take and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say mom does. I know my family loves me and my brother and sister too. When our baby came along, all our love grew. Our arms and love are big enough to embrace all of you. Little one, I love you. That's why.
Naku Pinda.
Yeah, that's Swahili for I love you. And it says, how many people are in your family?
Oh, I have 5 sisters, so 6 girls, 8 nephews, 2 nieces, and 3 great nephews. And my dad.
Yeah, mine. I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, mom, dad. My family is me, my wife, my son, and my daughter. So.
Oh, let me talk about my family. Melvin. I do have a husband, and I have 3 bonus children. 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And 3 bonus grandchildren. So love it. And she says, "Oh, I love this book.
This is a good book." It goes immediately to a box. What's your favorite thing to play with your family?
Go ahead.
E2
Amo
is Portuguese for I love you.
Favorite game? They said they're answering the question. Sierra said 4 of us, 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother.
What's up, Sierra?
Yeah. And then Pancho says hundreds. Like, I'll leave. But
yeah, hundreds. What's your favorite thing to play with your family?
Board games that I only know how to play.
Ours is Monopoly. Ours is Monopoly. I think my wife. Sometimes I don't like playing it because I think she cheats. Because she's always grabbing all of the board, what I'm saying, the best spots and stuff. And
I don't think she's cheating. She's just probably better than you. You can't cheat at Monopoly unless somebody goes to the bathroom and take their money. Uno and charades. Have you played the Beaumont version?
I got the Beaumont version. Yes, I do. Yep.
And then he says, I cannot wait to join with my son Nathan. This is Bakula from Indiana. We love Uno. Great.
I ain't played Uno in a while.
I know. It's the most, because it has no rules. Depends on the family. She says, my Nintendo Wii, Michael Jackson experience for me. Look at you rhyming. You little poet, Sierra.
Okay, it says, I know my family loves me when we take some time to play. When my uncle is the goalie, he lets a few balls get away. Every day, all time, forever, win or lose. E2 Amuno?
What does it say? E-U-T Amo.
E-U-T Amo. Shining star, I love you. And that's Portuguese for I love you.
What's a little question? Oh, we already did it.
It started off with it first.
Oh, you're my girl. Here she go.
Okay, I know my auntie loves me when she saves me the last cookie. I know she thinks about me when she's making special goodies. You're sweeter to me than any treat or candy chew. My little sugar, I love you.
So that's U-E-Buki.
Oh, U-E-Buki is Arabic for I love you. And it says, what's your favorite treat?
Oh, my treat? You see a little bowl of candy?
I seen that bowl of candy too.
A bowl of candy.
I could go for chocolate chip cookies. That's probably one of my favorite treats. It depends on where it's from, but a chocolate chip cookie.
Show them that page. I want you to see if you buy these books. They have the little puppet. And so this is her page. I was waiting for her to make her debut.
Okay.
There she is. And you got candy corn, hot dog.
No, not candy corn.
This is not your podcast. You can't talk about candy corn. Candy corn is the bomb. So you're at my house. Remember what Melvin said before we got on. So do you like candy corn?
I don't mess with candy corn.
Wait, no, you're at my house. Do you like candy corn?
Yes, I like it.
When you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Butter the popcorn, freeze dried candy. And she missed me there. That's all right.
I know my parents love me because they gave me all I need: a home, good food, and family, clothes, toys, and a book to read. All that I could ever want, I already have in you.
May tum se payag kar tabung.
My darling, I love you, which is what's that, Hindi?
Hindu.
Hindu. Okay, my bad. Hindu for I love you. And it said, what things do we need to live?
Oh, you need, the essentials, air, water.
Yeah.
But you need love.
Yeah, you definitely need love for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love the candy corn.
Man, they loving that candy corn. Candy corn is so good. I know my grandparents love me when he fills us up with laughter, telling jokes and tickling. It's hard to settle after. Stronger than a superhero, my love for you is true. Say,
hey,
my tubbly buddy, I love you. And it says, who makes you laugh?
Oh, besides myself, because I've been cracking up.
I will make myself laugh all the time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's not just thinking about weird stuff I'll be doing in the room. Make myself, and that was what was that language?
That was Korean. I know my grandma loves me when it's time to say good night. Sharing songs and stories, she tucks me in real tight. Rainy days and sunny ones and staring nights all through. Te amo, little piece of heaven, I love you. And it was like, it says, do you have a favorite bedtime story or song? And that was in Spanish.
Okay. A favorite story or song? I go to sleep with earbuds in my ear and I listen to books, self-help books, or a TikTok video that's inspiring. And do you know I wake up the minute they say something that subconsciously, I guess I hear it and I wake up.
Me personally, I don't really have a favorite song or anything I go to sleep to, but I do like to listen to like motivational videos like on YouTube and stuff like that, like inspiring stuff like that. So but songs, not necessarily a favorite song. It might be a particular song at that moment, but nothing favorite though.
Depends on the mode. So she said my kindergartners at school, the things they say, I bet. Mike, hi, Dr. George. So this is Mike. Mike is from Florida.
Okay.
Mike is an autism advocate. He's autistic, and Mike fact checks everything in the book. So really? Mike is here. So Mike, if we pronouncing anything wrong, Mike gonna take care of that. My twin brother Jonah makes me laugh. Yeah, she has a twin brother. Sierra, favorite song, anything by Nico, but her song called Pinocchio. I don't know who that is.
I really heard that one yet.
And she said her twin brother. And then Dr. George and her funny TikTok videos makes me laugh till I'm crying, poor Melvin. And Mike, I just got online. Yeah, get ready.
I know you love me when you read a book with me. Spending time with you, my love, is where I want to be. All of the treasures in the world, it's you always choose. I'm so glad you're in my family. I love you. And it says, how do you like to spend time with your family?
Just good vibes and fun, and not anything planned, just natural fun.
Yeah. I just, I like when a family's together. That's just that's good enough for me because we're all together and we're all enjoying each other's company and stuff. So I'm cool with that. And that's we have our MVP kids on all the features.
And I will tell you, in the MVP kids, there's a representation. There's a little deaf girl. There's a little boy that has a walker. There's there's a lot of diversity in there. So if you're looking for books with diversity and teaching you equity, inclusion, this is the book. Now, in the very back of the book, when you turn, Floyd, there's a curriculum for you. If you're teaching your kids, they have a little curriculum in the back. So very neat book.
Yeah.
Very neat book.
This was a good book.
That's your book now.
Hey.
Look at you. So he has a second book, but I have to tell you about this, puppet because I always, I believe in. He said 2 legends together. Oh well, thank you.
That's my boy Terry, man.
Sierra said play dates with my nephews, nieces, and baby cousins. And Jen, I spent time together like vacation, or family time. So I got to tell you about this puppet. I told you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave away. I had about 6. I gave them all away, but I kept her. And if my sisters were on here, they would immediately say, "Because this is my hairline. I have the exact." I have the exact hairline as this little girl. No matter how you fix it, this is what my dad gave me. This cowlick. This is what my dad gave me, and the eyebrows too, but they don't grow. But yes, but you have a second book.
I do.
You do, and it's by the same author. Remember, those that are joining, Sophia Day is just a name they use, so you're not distracted from the title. But the actual author, Stephanie Strauss, is the illustrator. No, Stephanie Strauss is the author. I think I got it backwards. And the writer, turn it to the very first page, is Megan Johnson.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So it says, it says the same thing.
The way we're made.
The way we're made.
Okay.
And it starts off again. May your childhood be filled with adventure, your days with hope, and your learnings with wisdom. And may you continuously grow as an MVP kid preparing to lead a responsible, meaningful life.
So Sarah said my eyebrows don't grow. And Terry, the dog has to be my cousin with those cowlicks.
All right. Okay. So it says, search the land and sell the seas. You'll find there's no one just like me. There's not a thing that I would trade. I like myself the way I was made. And it starts off, I don't know if you want me to show the thing or whatever, but it says, what do you like about yourself?
My personality.
Yeah. Me, I like the way I like what I've grown to not let the opinions of others affect what I do, how I have fun, and how I live life. So that's one thing that I like about myself.
And y'all are free to type the questions in as well, your answers. Oh, my servant's hard. My 2-year-old is watching and asked me to see what eyebrows are. I'll be glad to show you, Carl. Carl, these are eyebrows, and they look just like mine because they don't grow to the end. Thanks, Dad. So those are eyebrows. So tell her right above her eye, she has eyebrows. And then Terry, I like my don't quit attitude. Love that.
Yeah.
And she said, well said, Mr. Floyd.
Thank you.
All right, Floyd.
In all the world, you will not find a fingerprint just like mine, nor a soul or a heart the same. I'm good the way I'm made. Sparkling eyes of blue or brown, green or hazel, narrow, round, eyes of any shape or shade. I'm good the way I'm made. And it says, what color eyes do you have?
Brown.
Yep, mine's brown. Hair that's brown, red or blonde, black or white, short or long, straight or curly, waves or braids. I'm good the way I'm made. What color hair do you have?
As a child, brown, because Mama was permanent. She thought all of us had brown hair, but when we got older and went natural, I have black hair.
Mine's is turning gray. I ain't go. It's getting
you got gray.
It's getting gray. So I think I got more gray hair than my dad.
So salt and pepper.
Yeah, we can go with that. Birthmarks, freckles, dark and light, countless colors, a beautiful sight. Skin comes in many different shades. I'm good the way I'm made. Some kids are big, some are small, round or thin, short or tall, any kind of size and shapes. I'm good the way I'm made. Sometimes kids use their hands to talk, touch to see, or wheels to walk. We'll find creative ways to play. I'm good the way I'm made. It says, question, how do you like to play?
Oh, watching social media, interacting with people on social media.
Yeah. I like social media too, and that's one reason why I have a podcast, because I like to talk and have conversations and see what people's opinions are about certain things. So don't look just at what you see. There's more inside that makes me me. I'm strong and I'm brave. I'm good the way I'm made. What makes you special?
That there is no one else like me, no matter what. There, if they can look like me, but they won't think like me.
Yeah, we're all special because we're all different. We're all one of one. So it's no copy unless you're a twin, but still.
Yeah.
Hearts of kindness, hands that help, putting your friends before myself. I've discovered while we play, you are good the way you're made. How are how are you a good friend?
I'm always there for people. I like being there, and I like making people feel better.
Yeah, I like to be the positive friend. I like to be the one that motivates them. I like to see all my friends achieve their goals, and if they're not, then I try to help push them and motivate them. So, art and books, sports and balls, building rockets, loving dolls. Each of us have different strengths. We're good the way we are made. Um, what are you good at?
Nancy said, I'm always there for people. So thank you, sweet Nancy.
Mm.
Something that I'm good at is overcoming adversity. And when I'm in it, I'm not good at it. But I come out shining. I don't come out looking like what I went through.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because when you go through adversity, like sometimes you can't see your way through, but when you get through it, it makes you a better person, makes you stronger, makes you different from. So, yeah.
That's so kind of you, Oscar. The grouch. I like Oscar is really nice. Nancy said, I like giving my friends a safe place to be exactly who they are. And everyone needs that.
uh, it isn't hard for us to see I'm not like you, you're not like me. We can do things different ways and celebrate the way we are made. It says, why do we celebrate differences?
Wow. Why don't we is what I feel like I should say.
Yeah.
Why do we celebrate? Why we should celebrate differences? Because I know we do it to a certain point, and that's how I met Nancy through a DEI conference, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And it's hard to when I was much. I'll elaborate after you finish your book, but I would have to say we need to celebrate diversity, and people, when they hear diversity, immediately think race, but it's also genders, it's also the way people live. And so I think that the way that we celebrate it, or we should celebrate it, the way you can celebrate it every day, is just by being kind and asking somebody who doesn't look like you,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
Yeah. And like I said, I like how you said it. Why don't we? I think I think we all should celebrate different races and just each other. Period. Oh, and that's the end of the book. Unfortunately, that was a great book.
That was a good book. She says, I'm good at listening to what kids have to say, and that's very important because they have a voice. Pancho said, a listening ear. Nancy said, because it makes the world beautiful. Hi, Chrissy. And then Nancy says, size, shape, everything. Yes. So I do this part where I ask you your biggest takeaway from your first book. So your biggest takeaway, or your most favorite part of your favorite part of the book, and your biggest takeaway.
My takeaway from the book is I think family is very important. Family is everything for me, like as far as memories, like growing up, childhoods with my brothers, my sisters, the memories that I have is very important for me. I mean, to me, and it's important that I've kind of passed those memories to my daughter and help her when she grows up, and she can be like, oh, my childhood was dope, we did this, we did that. And that's really what I took away. Now throughout the book, I mean, it was just so many things in this book that I liked, as far as like how the family was there for each of these kids in here in different ways and stuff. So I think it's very important for like a lot of kids to read this, just for them to know how important family is, because I think if you're young, you kind of can you kind of don't think about those things and stuff until when you get older and you realize, like, those trips mom and dad used to bring you on, to the zoo or stuff like that. And a lot of kids don't do that, unfortunately. So I think this is a very important book for a kid.
And I'm going to piggyback off what you said. Nancy said diversity is a huge umbrella and the best opportunity to love many. I didn't have a childhood like that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have there was a lot of childhood trauma. Now, I want to tell people that are on here with your kids that are listening or adults. When I use the word trauma, people automatically think it was, oh my God, poor Belinda. It's not. It made me who I am today. But I do like to say that your parents are the absolute best they know how to be. So if your parents aren't like Floyd's parents, they're doing the best they know how to be. Is it always right? No. Is there a manual for parents? Did you get a manual when you had a kid?
No.
There's no manual. So the best thing to do is know that you're loved, and if there's nobody in your immediate family that loves you, there is someone around that loves you. Now, my biggest takeaway from the first book you read is that a lot of times we tell kids, because we traveled in that book, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We traveled in that book. Sometimes as a little kid, that we don't go anywhere. We just took you to Portugal,
Korea, Spain, Russia, all that.
Germany,
yes.
And so finding joy in just the little things. Make sure you take joy in little things. And my biggest takeaway from that book is that, like I said, your love and your family isn't always blood. And
also on the cover, this family is very diverse. They got, as you can see, it's a mixed family and stuff. So
each puppet comes with a little story. So this family adopted the little black boy.
Okay.
So you learn about the puppet. So he was adopted by that family. So it brings into a lot. Nancy, if you want a diversity class for kids, these are your books. Jennifer Martin, I grew up with her. Your next book, tell me your biggest takeaway there.
This right here is the way we're made because we're all special. Just being different. Like I said earlier, a lot of people are afraid to be who they are because, they're afraid of how they might be judged and the opinions of others. And that's very unfortunate. And, growing up, I was into science and, astronomy and all that. And, I'm not going to say I was scared, but, I didn't really proceed it how I wanted to because just being a young guy and, the opinions of others and what they might say. So this book is very important because we're all made a different way and we like certain things and we have fun different ways. So that's what I liked about this book.
Let me see that book. I think there was a page and I started talk. I saw you flash. You went to it. Let me see if I can find it. Here. This little piano scene where all the kids are dancing on the piano. Look at the kid in the walker.
Yeah.
He wasn't left out. He was included in it. I love that, sometimes we leave people out. If you like to drink tea and your other friends just like water, you want to hang with all your friends that only drink tea, but you're leaving them behind. Yeah. Now, John said, great book choices. Dr. G and Floyd, MVP Kids is unmatched when it comes to diversity, inclusion, and representation. John is the reason why I got in touch with MVP Kids. He used to work for United Way and he got a ton of books ordered. And we did a book on Tucked In Tuesdays and every family got the book. So they gave away hundreds of books. So shout out and thank you for being there, John, being here tonight. So if you could leave them with any piece of advice, what would it be? Based off of the two books, if you have to walk out of here and say, this is the lesson I learned from a children's book, what would it be?
To let your kids be who they are. Let them be proud of themselves and just tell them how important, how special they are, and whatever they like, just be behind them. If your little son likes soccer and likes to play the flute or something like that, then support them. If your daughter likes sports and, baseball or something like that, support it. Cause hey, we all like what we like as kids and stuff. No kid's the same. So, just being positive in that way it will go a long way. So
So I'm going to ask you a real hard question. This is the very end. So as kids, you know, we tell them what not to do.
Mhm.
We don't really tell them what to do. We just tell them, you know, do you see daddy doing that? Do you see mommy doing that? No, you don't, because I sneak behind your back. But being vulnerable right now, what is something, if you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
You talking about now or when I was a kid?
Now.
Sometimes it's just just being shy about certain things and stuff instead of like, you know, just overthinking it instead of just doing it. Like, cause I know I want to do it, but sometimes I question myself it's almost like I almost want to talk myself out of it and stuff like that. And that's just one thing that I would like to overcome still.
And that's shocking.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't see that. And sometimes we have things that we're dealing with, people don't know.
Yeah.
And I am the extreme opposite. I am not shy, but I have a very low self-esteem.
Okay.
People can cut me down so easily, but I won't show it. So what I learned to do, and I told my sisters this, I was very skinny growing up. And so I learned to talk about my edges, talk about my legs being skinny, so you wouldn't do it. So I would make a joke of myself. So if I could change anything about me, I would change my level of self-esteem or increase it. It's kind of hard to do when you're almost 50, but I'm working on it. It's never too late. Well, we're coming to an end. I always say it before I get off. If nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. Do you have any parting words that you say all the time that?
I don't have any parting words, man, but I just want everybody out there to it's never too late to start a goal and finish a goal in life. And I just want everybody to be safe, be blessed, and just, you know, be grateful out there.
Thank you, Dr. Easley. And I must overcome when people question my morality or education. Oh God, yes, yes. So guys, thank you so much. We have some up in the air guests for next week, but tune in next week. We'll have special guests. And Floyd doesn't know this, but the month of December are people that have impacted me in the community, big time, and have changed my way in one way or another. So thank you for that, Floyd.
No, thank you for having me on here. This was fun.
Yes, and you're welcome. Good night, guys. Thank you. See you next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central.